Well, today we have the Tronxy XY, whatever you want to call it. This is the X3, if I'm remembering correctly. The 220mm by 220mm by 300mm printer that you can find everywhere on eBay and all these other places, and obviously made in China. But I got one. We're gonna from eBay. We're gonna see how good it is, if it's got all the parts, and since there's so many sellers, it's unreliable on if you're going to have a good experience or a bad experience. Whereas with something like the Wanhao, you can either have a good experience or you could have a bad experience, and those resellers are actually well known for being good or bad. So if you do your homework, you know who to avoid and who to go for. But this, there's so many sellers. But I'm going to take it apart, make sure everything's in here, and then we'll put it back because I'm gonna not assemble it here. I'm gonna assemble it down at the local community college so that they can also get an idea on what a kit printer looks like, because all they've got is printers that have come in already assembled, so gets a little bit of hands-on experience actually assembling one. So with that said, I'm going to take her apart and make sure all the pieces are in here before I put it back in the box. Alright, I just cut it open, and as you can see, we got this nice bit of foam up here at the top. Look at that. Okay. So everything looks neatly laid out. Oh! I saw this on whose video? Oh, I was watching another YouTuber's video, and he got the weird PVC pipe that makes no sense. I can't believe I got this too.
Does it not go with it?
No, it goes with it, but it makes no sense. It goes on. I think it goes on the spool roller, but it makes absolutely no sense why they would have they cut out acrylic, but then they would go with this roughly cut PVC pipe as the roller. It makes no sense.
It is rough.
I can't believe I got that.
It's been rough cut. Got pieces on it.
That's hilarious. Screwdrivers, tiny screwdriver.
Yep.
All the Allen keys. The great thing about this one is, of course, it comes with that right there. So you do have an on and off, and you don't have well, to my knowledge, you do have to actually wire in the mains, but once you've wired it in, it's concealed within a box, so it's not open to the world. And you have this right here with ground. We got build plate with a sheet of painter. Yeah, the painter sheets.
Painter's tape stuff.
Now that's interesting.
What?
You can see how that's bowed. I don't know if that's supposed to be bowed or.
Oh, it is.
We got a box right here. I'm assuming that's got some other stuff in it, but that's hilarious. All right. Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, it does not look like fun. That looks like torture. A headache and a half.
Indeed, indeed.
I'm glad you're taking it to the college.
Okay, there's the board. Now this is something that I didn't see in a lot of videos, but I read from the group that this is a Metzi board. It appears to be a Metzi board. Based on the picture, there we go, Metzi 2.0 V5. So this is, Metzi does come with these printers. So, it's a good thing to know. is that a Metsi board does come with these printers. The one where I bought it from, they didn't tell what come with it.
That looks a lot harder than the other printer you bought.
Well, the one handle was already partially assembled.
Yeah, I know.
This is a full-on kit.
Uh-huh.
I can only assume, based on that, that's our extruder and our little extruder gear. Tronxy. My rods, that's not very inspiring, to say the least, the way they're packed.
They're loose. Very rollable.
Not very inspiring at all. Here's all the acrylic crap
Yeah, that stuff's kind of
that I don't like.
how it's not put down in there very good. Them little ends could have got mashed or something. And look at this. Spade.
I don't like acrylic, but it was better to pick one that's got aluminum components than to pick one that's all acrylic. End stops, I don't like how the okay, so the end stops don't have tape on them like the one-handle ones, which means you try to pull the tape off and you break them. But look at where they're at. This is a recipe for disaster. I mean, these pieces, one of them manages to hit that right there and pull.
These are rather heavy. That's heavy, like.
I would think that
This is the fan.
no, that's for lead screws. I can tell from the that right there. That goes on those threaded rods.
Oh, okay.
So, but I would think that the end stops would be by themselves.
Should, and you know, like I said, these right here, these little white things were right up on there, and then this stuff just kind of up towards it. That could have, these things could have got broke.
They've already put the end stops on these acrylic pieces, so that's something that I don't have to do. But I would rather the end stops be in their own little separate area.
Yeah.
Safer.
I'm afraid that's gonna get broke.
I know. And why is that? I mean, I'll put that back there, but it's kind of loose. Now this is where it's going to get a little bit hard to do.
You need me to get a hold of it and put the camera down?
Well, I don't know if there's anything else in the box.
Know. Nope, just the box.
Nope.
Okay, we're all right with that then.
So there's the LCD screen.
Yeah. Bunch of little gadgets in there, and there.
No packing sheet from what I can see, but it may be in this box. So.
Let's do something with this right here right quick, because it's worrying me. Does that look better where I've got it?
Yeah.
Because that was ready to break it. It couldn't be under there. The packing slip, could it?
That's what I was looking for. SD card. SD card. That's what I was looking for. That's probably got my manuals on it.
Oh, okay.
But I thought it would be in this box. But if it's not in this box, is this the power supply? Yes, this is the power supply.
Put it down here where we can see
I'm
it.
going to pull it out for you.
Oh, okay. Well, my camera's on the box. Okay. Let's see if I can...
She's a little bit scraped up.
Yeah, I see that.
And there's the front of it. Now, I don't like this. I don't like doing this. Wiring mains.
Oh, yeah.
This is a little power supply. It's not a very big one. Now we got the 110 and the 220. Now I think it's set on 220, but we want it on 110 because we're in the US. So now it's on 110. If it's on 220 and you hook it up, it could kill it.
Yeah, it will.
I mean, I'm not an expert on power supplies, but I know that that's not right.
Learned that from a teeny bib one time.
So I'll
Tried that baby.
I'll close that. I'll stick that back there.
Wasn't really me personally, but someone else did.
This is cable management and belts. This is our bed. That shit.
You don't like that blue tape?
Get a piece of glass.
Yeah, I like the glass.
Just looking at those ends. Now here's the spool roller. It's a terrible spool roller.
Oh my goodness, that's nothing like what you've got on yours.
Yep. This is
really?
Yeah, and that's what this is. If I'm remembering correctly.
Well, it's kind of like particle board.
No, it's not board. It's acrylic.
Really?
It's just got covering on it.
I was gonna say.
But no,
that covering looks like it.
I've got a better one. So I'm not gonna. This is the. I think this is the control box. Right here. Okay. So I think this is the control box. In here. Putting this back in here. So. I mean, we've looked at what the kit looks like. I can't believe that I got the PVC pipe. I lost it at that point. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this and we'll see what's on it. Could be nothing, could be my build instructions. I'm actually quite happy that they included this right here, cause the computers at the college don't have an SD slot, so I was gonna have to get one of these anyhow.
Well, that's a good thing that they did.
Yep. I got a better spool holder down there at the college that we made in the welding class. It's all metal. So if that said, that might have my packing slip on it, and if it does, then I might go through this and look, but if it doesn't have the packing slip, then I'll have to look online for one. But that's what I was hoping, was that it would have a packing slip and I can go through, make sure all my stuff's here before I waited to take it down there. So that way, if there's something missing, I could quickly contact the seller. So with that said, if there's anything else, we'll get back to you, and if there's not, then that was it for the unboxing. Alright, so there's an image of the hotbed. I just noticed this after I flipped it over. That appears to be the copper trace on the inside of these beds, and it appears that has been chipped or something. Now I know that can cause problems. I don't know if it will on this one because the bottom plate that this connects to is acrylic, it's not metal. But still, this shouldn't have happened, but the way it was shipped, it had nothing on it to protect it. And it was in there for all those acrylic pieces. So it could have been a lot worse. I'm amazed that's the only spot that I can find on the board. So that is something to look out for. I don't think it'll cause any problems, but you see, I'm not sure on how I could cover that trace back up myself if it was a problem, which it may end up being a problem. I haven't assembled the printer yet. On to some other things. I did analyze everything on this little SD card. So, not only does it have a PDF file telling you how to operate the printer, it also has a PDF file of all the instructions, along with a 4-minute video that is supposed to be the assembly, but it looks like somebody drew up all the parts in like Inventor or something and were putting them together in an animation, so it wasn't actually somebody sitting there assembling it. It was just 3D renderings of the printer being assembled in the control box. It also has pictures of how to wire up the METSI board and the power supply included, as well as a STL file for, I think it was a cube, and a single G-code file as well for a print. I'm assuming that they want you to stick the SD card into the METSI board after you've finished putting it together and print off their little sample G-code piece, and then use their STL file with your slicer to try to get the best results. That being said, the instructions from what I had looked at, and I just quickly glazed over them, they appear to be okay. The bags, as you can see from us taking it apart, it's not like every piece is individually in a package labeled. So, like, all these acrylic pieces are separate. And sure, you could say, well, you know what that is, and you know what that is. Well, yeah, but at the same time, for all the nuts and bolts, if they were all in individually labeled baggies, it'd probably be a bit better overall. And if this was in something like a bag, it would be a lot better, or just separately. Same with the end stops as we was talking about earlier.
Maybe in some of the foam or bubble wrap.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to let you guys know about that, and about that I noticed, because that shouldn't have happened. I mean, come on. You could have went and grabbed some Walmart bags and stuck it in them or something. You could just took some grocery bags and stuck the hot bed in it. But, I mean, I guess this is what you get whenever you order a cheap kit. We'll just have to see if it'll go all together and actually print. So, unless I find anything else upon further inspecting of these, that's probably going to be about it for this video. One other thing I wanted to note on is that they're not sharp like Cut-You Sharps, but they're not been rounded off either, and you can feel where this has like been touched up on or something. Like, the sides are not insanely bad, but they're not like really dull either. So it wouldn't surprise me if one of these sides had a little bit of a razor blade to it. I mean, that's what I'm worried about. As you can see, I'm rubbing my fingers on them, and they're not cutting me, but at the same time, like, I feel a difference right there. And the corners are not really, rounded off. But yeah, that shouldn't have happened right there, that piece. So yeah, if I find anything else, I'll put it in the video, and if I don't, then that'll be the end of it. Okay, so I realized that I hadn't noticed the bed leveling sensor, and that was one of the reasons why I bought this one from the seller. Was in the title, they said auto leveling. They showed a picture of it with the sensor, and that was why I bought it from them, was because this was supposed to be the one that had the auto leveling, but I couldn't find the sensor in the box. I searched through all the little compartments and looked, and I can't find the sensor that they had in the picture. My hot end has the screw holes for the mounting of the sensor, but I don't see it in here. So I'm going to have to contact them and see what's going on. Was it false advertising, or did they forget it? But yeah, that's one thing. I can't find it in here, and it's supposed to have it.
That's one reason you got that one.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted auto leveling.
I wanted to see how the auto leveling
Yeah.
worked. But it doesn't have it, so yep. I'm gonna have to talk to them about that and see what's going on there. But yep, just wanted to let you guys know about that.